over here.
Oh, I love that opposite side reveal, but that worked really well for us. Wow.
And the matching fans. Loki.
Yes. Come on, giving two sides of the same rainbow, period.
Giving pride, period.
Period. Absolutely. And love pink.
Love pink.
Love pink. But hello. Welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to...
Look over here.
Our exclusive companion series where we are diving into the looks from episode 5 of season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm Logan River, say something gay. Gay, I am still working on the same caffeinated raspberry lemonade as I was in the recap. And if you have not checked out the episode recap, where we dive into all things RDR Live and, that Untucked. Make sure to go check out the recap available right up there. But yes, also, merch. Woo! Merch.
Cut my.
LanaJCreations.etsy.com. That link is down in the description below.
And hi, I'm River, your Brazilian correspondent here on the cup. And I am also still drinking some water out of my Hello Kitty mug because I love pink.
Love pink. And speaking of...
I will never get tired of this reference, truly.
I will continue this reference for the sole purpose of uplifting Thorgy Thor.
Period. Until she comes back for an All-Stars or something. I will be using it relentlessly.
I pray for that moment, please.
We need it.
Put Thorgy back on TV, please. Thank you.
In the new, the house with the queens, I would love her in one of those as well. Can you imagine?
Why wasn't she? Why wasn't she? Anyway. But we have some beautiful pink runways to talk about today, so we're going to dive into those. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. And make sure to check out the description below, where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access. All those links are down in the link tree below, so check those out. Without further ado, we are going to go to the runway. Category is Tickled Pink.
Alternative names. Category is Love Pink.
Pink.
Category is Two in the Pink.
Or category is Signature Hormona Lisa drag.
Hormona Lisa, Night of 1,000 Hormonas.
Hormona Lisa? Basically.
I mean.
We'll talk about it. First up on the runway, Miss Onya Nurve.
Look, the actual garment, the outfit, I live. It's very similar to the idea that we had with Sasha Colby with the glove look, but this is sneakers, which I live. I've seen a few of outfits made like this from sneakers, and I think it's so cool. I love that she brought it to the Drag Race stage. And the color on her skin just looks beautiful. It really just works. I do agree with the judges, though. The first thing that I thought is the head looks too small, so I wish she had one of the judges, I don't remember who said a mohawk, but my thought was maybe a huge thick pony. That would have been just a black pony, like Sasha. The hair.
Ooh, okay, I see it.
That would have taken it all the way for me, because everything I love, except for the small details, that is the straps not covering the line of the breastplate, which I think it could have, because there isn't a fabric to cover that, and it didn't. Mm-hmm. And her body looks beautiful. The shape is correct, but maybe it's not enough tights. I don't know, because I don't know the whole engineering of it. But we could see what was going on under it, and then we missed the illusion. So that is the only thing that misses for me is the small details, because this is really good.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. The garment itself is gorgeous. I love this. I love that it's repurposed sneakers as well. I think that's such a smart way to do this category, where you're bringing this almost somewhat masculine edge to this very like feminine color palette. And I really like the juxtaposition of that. Texturally as well, I really like the way that comes off. The garment is exceptionally made, but I do agree with you. Everything about the undergarments and the breastplate really threw me off here. It was a slightly like sloppy execution from Onya, and that's not what we've grown to expect. Not what we're used to with Onya, and it was a little surprising for me. So far with her on this runway, I have either been very impressed or really not impressed. Like it's literally been one side of the coin or the other. There's no in the middle for me. The garment is so good that it's still going to get a decent score from me, all things considered. But I would have loved to not see the undergarments. I would have loved to not see the breastplate line in the back. It's just those little details. But I'm not a drag queen, so I'm not going to critique too much. So
I mean, we will say what we're seeing, though. That's the thing.
Correct. And it was visible, unfortunately.
At the end of the day, she still looks good.
At the end of the day, she still looks great. I do actually really love the idea of a Sasha Colby ponytail with this. I would have loved it if it was black with pink highlights in it, though. I'll say that because I think that
or like a thick braid with going like this.
Ooh, even a braid, yeah.
Like a thick braid, yeah.
I liked the mohawk idea that the judges gave as well, though. I think that would have been good. So
because it is more like an edgy look, so it would
absolutely,
work. Yeah,
absolutely. Scores.
Truly, just because of the missing details and polish, I'll give it a 77.
I gave her a 76. Next up, Kori King.
Now, no one is going to convince me that this is not a Sherry Hill prom dress from 2010. No shade, but also all the shade, because this is exactly what this looks like. Am I wrong?
No.
I mean, it's not bad, though. It is not bad. I'm just saying.
Oh, my God.
I saw girls wearing this exact same dress at 15s, because we do 15, not 16. But yeah. I saw it when I was 15. I had a dress similar to this. It was not, sequin and stone, but like there's everything. Anyways.
God.
I know it's supposed to be like Paris Hilton, which I appreciate a reference. Kori is very much a reference king, I would say. Because she loves to do references. The dress is nice. I don't like the shoe.
Oh, okay.
I got the mug is always great. Kori looks beautiful, and she looks good overall. It's just I cannot with this wig. I can't.
Oh, really?
The color doesn't work for her. It looks so shiny and like it looks plasticky. I don't know. And the proportions as well. Like, I feel like Kori needs bigger hair. Like, if this wig was a warmer blonde, a little bit less shiny, and the same style, but just a little bit bigger in proportion, work. The way that it is right now, no. And Kori had great wigs. So I know she can do some good hair. This was truly like a solid, safe look for me.
See, I actually really like the detailing here. I love the wig. I think the wig works so perfectly. This is, I love knowing the reference to. This is a very specific Barbie Dreamhouse reference. So I really, and her being a doll collector, like everything kind of informs it for me. So yes, the look is a little simple. I definitely agree. I wish there was a bit more volume going on with the skirt specifically. I think that could have been a bit bigger, a bit flouncier. But honestly, what I am the most impressed with Kori with this look is just how clean the execution is. Like going from her arms to the breastplate to the tights, like the illusion is there. The execution is so clean. The wig is so good. I really like the ballerina shoe. I think that works with this look. It's true to the look as well. So I like that it's a true recreation of it. I just wish it was there could have been a bit more of an elevation to it, but overall I was really impressed with Kori here.
I will say I love the skirt. The skirt part is so cool. I live. Yeah.
Scores.
I gave it a sensible 74.
I gave her an 83. Next up, Arrietty.
This bitch. Like, is she ever going to miss on the runway? The answer is no. Absolutely not. Yeah. No. I gagged when she came out. Like, this is so good. To the fabric, from the fabric to the shape, to the hair, to the styling, to the even like the detail on the makeup that she changed, like the mouth detail to go with the shape of the outfit. So cool. Like, she thinks about the smallest details, like literally always head to toe. Even if it's not like someone's taste, it's clean from head to toe. And it is very, very good. It's shining. The one thing, I have two things actually. And they are very small and nitpicky, but I think it would have made a big difference.
I wonder if they're the same things that I thought of.
Is it that the pants don't hit the floor and that you wish there was wiring in the thing in the back so it would stay up?
100%.
Stay up?
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, those are really, honestly, like, I wish, because I love the concept of this look. I think the pants are so good, but yeah, I did want the pant to hit the floor. I think that would have just, especially the length that it's at. If it had gone a little bit of a shorter pant, I would have understood that too. I either wanted it to be a little bit shorter or a little bit longer to kind of, to add on to that. And I do wish that the entire vinyl backing like was structured a little bit more, because when she was walking off the runway, it kind of flopped over a little bit. It wasn't my absolute favorite execution.
Probably because the fabric is like really heavy, right?
Yeah. But vinyl. This outfit is clearly very, very heavy. I also love that she added the harnessing detail, and I love the pink fishnet underneath. I think that adds a lot of really nice textural contrast to it. So overall, I was really impressed with Arrietty here.
The styling with her is always on point. Like the eye this woman has.
Definitely. Yeah. Scores.
93.
92. Next up, Lana Ja'rae.
See, I love this. It's like my favorite part about this is the mix of textures, because it's all the same color, but there's a velvet, there's a I don't know if it's all velvet, but there's solid fabric, there's quilted fabric, there's laced fabric, there's ruching, and the tulle underneath. Like this shade of pink could be boring on the runway, because we miss the details when it's like pastel. In this runway specifically, we miss a lot of the details, but all of it worked for me. And the silhouette is also beautiful. Like the puff sleeve, the length of this is perfect. I will say I do not like the white strappy shoe, but it's okay. It goes with the outfit. I just don't like it. And I love that she did the wrap in the hair. The styling is really good here. Lana got some taste, for sure.
Yeah, this is my favorite thing Lana's worn on the runway so far. I was really, really happy to see her walk out in this. And I was interested that she said this was something different for her. This feels like it fits perfectly in the Lana Ja'rae universe for me. Like, I love the head wrap. The wig is so simple, but it's so good. The mix of textures here, I absolutely agree with you, is so good. This little like tulle petticoat situation that's going on underneath is really cool. I don't mind the shoe. The shoe is what it is. Whatever. But overall, I think it's clean. I think it's very well executed, and I think Lana did a great job.
Absolutely.
Scores.
86.
We are one off with almost everybody so far. 3 out of 4. I gave her an 85.
Okay. Work.
Per.
See, we didn't agree on the recap, but we agree here. Love that.
We do. We'll see if we agree with Hormona Lisa. In her favorite color.
Pink. 2 in the pink. See, I like it. It's a beautiful gown. The gown is beautiful. It fits her perfectly. Like everything. Beautiful. The hair goes, I like the updo. It works. The styling, everything. It just for this being her signature color, this is what she brought. Because like if you have many things in pink, if I was gonna, I would get my best pink outfit. And if this is her best pink outfit, I'm like, okay, it's good, but like, is this your best? I don't know. Maybe she's saving the best for the finale because she wants to wear pink in the finale, maybe. But that is the only thing for me. Like, it's really good. I just expected more with knowing the pink thing. Yeah.
We've seen better pink outfits on her Instagram. That's honestly where I...
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think she looks bad by any means of the imagination. I like the wig here. I think the wig is really good. The mug is always great. The dress itself, it fits her very nicely. It so fits her form. Her shape is so good. That is something I love about Hormona, is that her shape is always going to be very, very well executed. The one major critique I have with this is that the fabric itself looks a little cheap.
Oh, okay.
Especially towards the bottom, there's just like a wrinkliness to the actual fabric of the gown that I'm not specifically loving. It looks kind of like a crepe fabric, and it's not.
I think it's satin, and it's not
could
steamed.
be. It's not. It's not filming well on television or in photos. That's what I will say. This gown is probably gorgeous in person, but on TV, it's just not. It's not portraying. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. It's not translating the way that I want it to. So
I see that.
Scores.
It's a solid look, so a solid 80.
79.
Bitch. Okay, well, here we go. Not this.
The only look we've disagreed on so far is Kori's.
Okay.
Let's see if we keep that trend up with Miss Sam.
Well, maybe, because look, is it a bad look? Absolutely not. No. She looks beautiful. It is well made. It does not look cheap. But, however, I'm going to quote Michaela Couture. However,
yeah.
As a Brazilian, when you do a showgirl look, I have things to compare it to, and it rarely will make a good impression on me. It's like, usually I see it as like, it's fine. It's solid. It's fine. It did what needed to be done. It didn't go anywhere. And this, the boa needs to be bigger. She needs more feathers in the headpiece. Love the headpiece. Everything else needed to be more. Either more fabric or bigger or elevated, like the corset could be stoned. Like the panty, and I don't like the necklace. That is the only thing that I would take off the necklace and maybe have like a diamond choker, you know? But yeah, I just wanted the elements that are good to be elevated or proportionally bigger.
Yeah, I don't think this is a bad look by any means of the imagination. I do agree with all of the things you were saying about the proportions. I don't love that the corset kind of just like stops and then it's just a panty. Like that kind of feels a little bit weird to me. I appreciate her going for multiple different shades of pink, but actually in this case, I kind of wish it was an entirely monochromatic look in this magenta color, because I think the magenta really, really works for her. And this lighter pink actually washes her out a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I would have changed the wig and the boa. I needed the boa to be a little bit bigger to kind of match the grandeur of everything going on, because the headpiece is really great. The actual making of the corset is really great. But overall, it's not a horrible look from Sam, but I think it is maybe her least well executed look so far.
For sure. And I just didn't, like we said, it's not a bad look, but I was just gagged at how much the judges liked it. I was like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't know why they were living. Like, anyway.
Yeah. Scores.
75.
I also gave it a 75.
Work.
Period. Next up, Jules Sparkles.
Baby. Oh, Miss Jules. Now we're talking.
Jules ate this up. Miss Jules ate this
Mama,
up. Piggy, ma'am.
Miss
Ma'am.
Piggy, Mama. She is devouring. First of all, she walked so perfectly in the beginning to give the illusion that it was a gown.
And then we find out it was pants.
For just the because that's what I'm saying. The presentation was perfect because she could have just come out and walked and it would have been gaggy, like, oh my God, it's pants. And it's great. But she came out, she posed, and she gave us the illusion that it was going to be a gown and then started stomping that runway. And when I saw it was pants, I screamed. The details, the mix of texture as well, like the 2 shades of pink are close enough that it gives enough contrast. But like, especially this, whatever is going on like here in the middle with all of that, I live. The flared pants, don't even get me started. That's my shit. I live. And especially this part that connects from the breast to the hat is my favorite part of this. I will say, I wish the hat was just a little bit bigger. Like the rim, whatever, the outside rim. Yes. There was just a little bit
with a B. Brim.
Yes, thank you. Rim is the
also
glass.
It is
the glass,
also
right?
the rim. It is
Okay.
also the rim, but the term is brim with a B.
Thank you. The more you know. But yeah, I just wish the hat was just a little bit bigger. That is all. Because everything else, mama. Snatched.
We are really not providing for a super entertaining episode because we literally have the same critiques on every damn damn look. Because that is the one thing. I just wanted the hat to be a little bit bigger, but otherwise this was so well executed. It gave so many My Fair Lady vibes that I was so obsessed with it. The presentation is everything. Jules is such a smart queen. And I'm really loving week on week that we're just learning how smart she is. And her presentation is just so spot on for me. This was my favorite look of the week. I really there were 3 looks that were on the top for me, and it was Arrietty, Jules, and one other person we'll talk about here shortly. But I really just think Jules knocked this out of the park. I was so impressed with this look.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the Pokemon. Like the Pokemon evolution of her entrance look, a little bit,
right? Yeah. This is also giving. I don't remember exactly how into Pokemon you are. It's giving contest costume, like in the game. There's some games that have this like contest mode. This is what Jules would be wearing if she competed in a Pokemon contest. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. And I would live for it. And now I kind of want to make her a full Pokemon team for a Pokemon contest with this look. It's so good. I am obsessed with this. I love it. Favorite look of the week for sure.
Period. Yes, absolutely.
Scores.
96. Did you give it a 96, bitch?
No, I gave it a 95.
Okay.
I'm loving that the only look we've disagreed on is Kori so far. I'm kind of living for it. Let's see if that trend continues with Miss Crystal Envy.
Look, this, I like it. I like the idea more than I like the execution, but the execution is still good. I just wanted a little bit more. Like, imagine if this dress went fully to the ground, like Roxy Andrews in the Sugar Ball, like that, because of the movement that it would give. Like, I was missing that. Like the balls here on the side could be bigger, and then the dress longer. Even it could still be like asymmetrical, like it is here, just like longer. Like the shorter part would end at the knee, and the longer part would end at the floor, like that. But everything else, like the neck part and the whatever she has on the head, like I like that. I just wish that maybe she would have had a few like pink strokes on the hair to kind of give that illusion of it being like kind of one thing. But I'm not mad at the hair. I think the style and the color works for this. I like that she took the detail to the shoe. However, I do not like the shoe itself. I don't like that's not what I mean. I like the shoe. I don't like where the shoe cuts her leg off with this garment. You know,
it made her look a lot shorter than she is, and she normally has this very grand statuesque kind of manner that I do agree. Shockingly, I agree with you, River. I'm so surprised that I agree with you. There's a lot about this that I do like. I'm curious, and I went and looked, and I didn't see anything on her social media yet for this look. I'm wondering whether this look was made by the same person that did Jan's latex Frozen look, because that's the vibe that this gave me.
Oh, the Frozen one, yeah.
I actually,
or maybe Trinity's similar, like bubblegum thing, plastic bubblegum.
Yes.
Right?
I had to remember which Trinity you were talking about, but
sorry.
But this look is very reminiscent of. I went specifically to Jan's just because of the way that the latex was dripped onto this. Clearly, there's a lot of work here, and so I'm going to acknowledge whoever designed it. Good on you. I like the headpiece part of this. I really like the wig. I love that she went for this blonde ponytail moment because I think that does work with the story of the look. I wish it was just a little bit longer. I didn't need it to the floor personally, because again, I like what we're getting from Crystal, and I really like that we're getting a lot of different variations of silhouette from Crystal. Her runway package is one of my. The jury's still out on that one, but
the runway package is verse.
We'll see if she is in real life. Crystal, sound off. Let us know. But I'm really
just noticing this. Doesn't she kind of look like Bimini in this picture?
Oh my God, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah. I just wish the dress was a little bit longer. Just a little bit. And I wish there was a bit more asymmetry with the look. If it was a little bit more high-low, I think I would have liked it a little bit more. But overall, it's still a really good look.
Yeah. She chose.
Scores. Yes, she did. Scores.
80.
God damn it, River.
Oh my God. No.
I gave her an 81.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Fair is fair. Okay.
Yes. Next up, Lexi Love.
Okay. I'm a little bit in the middle with this. Like, I go back and forth. I go back and forth.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. The one thing that is missing for me is, to me, I'm not going to dictate fashion rules, but to me, what works with mixing prints is 3 or more. 2 is not enough. If you're going to mix prints, it needs to be at least 3.
But here's the thing. She did.
With the skin. Yes. Exactly. Yep. But that's the thing. That's why I went back and forth. Because when I saw it the first time, I was like, oh, it's missing something. And I was like, okay, it's the 3rd print. I wanted a 3rd print. But then I noticed that she had it on the skin. And I was like, okay, there is a 3rd print. It just didn't work for me. I like everything. Okay. Just the skin part, like having that on the skin, it didn't really, it took me out of it a little bit. Like, I wish it was just maybe just black fishnets or maybe pink fishnets, that. But yeah, everything else I love. Especially the placement of the fur on the corset is perfect to accentuate everything that needs to be to make the perfect shape. I like I don't know if you can call it a boa, but like the throw that she's carrying is the correct size and length and all of that. I will say, I love the hair. I love the hat. I love the gloves. The styling is good, but the shoe, mama, the shoe.
The shoe takes me out of it.
Look, I get it. I find it hard to find shoes for me as just an everyday, person living life.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how hard it is to find shoes for their size feet and the style of shoe that they want and to match each look. I get it. It just takes me out. The shoe by itself is a good shoe.
Yes.
With this.
Here's why it doesn't work for me specifically. And again, hi, color theory. I come to everything from the point of view of color theory. The shoe is such a lovely warm shade of this bubblegum pink, and every other shade of pink she has going on in this look is such a cool shade of pink that it just doesn't. It doesn't necessarily. Now, if one of the fabrics she had on was a warmer shade of pink, then I think it might have worked a little bit. Or if one of these fabrics had a little bit of that bubblegum pink in it, I think it could have tied in really nicely. I think she tried to tie it in with the makeup, and I do appreciate that. But yeah, the shoe doesn't work for me. Otherwise, I actually really like the trio of fabrics going on. The bodysuit underneath, like the skin section, it does work for me personally. I understand why it doesn't for you. It did work for me.
I wanted it to be really stronger.
I did. Too, and that's what I was going to say, is I wanted it to be
really transparent or like, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted it to work a little bit stronger, but otherwise, the placement of the fur is gorge. I love all of this, so.
The hat really is.
Oh my god! The hat is so good.
It's the styling for me, like honestly. I gave it an 81. Still.
Oh wow, we finally disagreed. I gave Lexi a 90.
Okay, work. Yeah. I love that for her.
Period. Me too. All right, Suzie Toot. What do you think about Suzie Toot?
The controversial moment of Untucked. I mean,
that part.
And see, I don't even think this is that controversial because, like, is it an incredible show-stopping look? No. Is it a horrible flop? Also, no. It's great at what it's supposed to be. Like, it's supposed to be a pink old clown. I don't mean old as in age, but like from older times. And it achieves what it is trying to do. The one thing that I have with this is just the proportion with the hair, because like the tulle around the neck is so large, and in comparison, the hair is this looks extremely small, and then with the hat thing, like I don't know if it's a full hat or just like a piece of fabric, but whatever she put on top of the hair makes it weird. I don't know. I don't like the thing on the head. I don't know why it's there. I wish the hair was just bigger, like big clown afro hair. You know what I mean? I wanted that. And maybe like because the sleeves are like kind of flared out, I wish the pants were also flared out, like the sleeves are. But I do really like the detail of the tulle around the wrists and around the ankles. I love that. But like honestly, if I were to change anything about this, it would be just flare pants and take the thing off the head and bigger wig. Everything else, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's a really solid look for me. I was so thrilled because I immediately got the Ziegfeld Follies reference, and I was so happy to see that from Suzie. Suzie just has this aesthetic that just works for me. I love someone that's going to, look at the aesthetic of the 20s and the 30s, and I'm such a slut for Art Deco that like it just all really works for me here. I agree 100% about the proportions of the garment. I think the hair is actually very true to form for the reference she's making, so I don't mind the hair as much, but what I wanted the cuff on the neck to be smaller. I would have loved the tulle cuff.
Yeah.
I wanted that to be a little bit smaller. And I actually wanted the wrist and the leg cuff to be maybe a little bit bigger, just to balance everything out.
To play with proportion as well. Like, make it stupid.
Absolutely. And on that with proportion, I do like Suzie's proportions. With this look specifically, I wanted a little bit more of a cinch and a little bit more body.
In Untucked, when I saw the back, like no shade, she had pancake ass. Like where is the butt? Where's the butthole?
Anyway. Well, that's Lydia's job. It's Lydia's job. But yeah, I think the proportions could have been altered just ever so slightly on the garment, but otherwise, it's such a good look. It's simple, but really well done and really true to the reference, and I appreciate that for her. I love that she was like, I just wanted to be this clown, and I think it should be in pink, so that's why I did it. And I'm like, honestly, work.
Why not? Like,
sure.
Period.
Work.
I like it because it's like the choices that they make when it's a runway like this, that it's very open, is like, okay, where does your mind go? We get to get into their heads a little bit more and be like, when you're giving just a color, where does that take your brain? And I love to see that. Her brain went here. You know what I mean? I love that.
Absolutely.
What a twisted little brain.
Right. I love it.
Or big brain. Sorry.
That part. Scores.
80.
84. Next up, Miss Lydia Butthole Kollins as a penis.
Miss Lydia P. Kollins.
Correct.
Right. Okay. First of all, why these boots? Why these boots?
Because she knew she had to lip sync.
I mean, right. Or because it's pink. Like, maybe it was the only pink shoe she had. I don't know. But
It might have been.
The shoe doesn't go with the outfit. I like the idea. Like, it's camp. But visually, it's not just because what she's referencing is not really for me, but the outfit is not really. I usually like Lydia's point of view and like her weird fashion, but this to me just didn't work, honestly. I like it from the shoulder up, like the headpiece, the makeup, and the like feathers as coming out of the headpiece. I like that. Whatever is going on from her face down, is a chop for me. I would cut that out.
I see you there.
She should have cut it at the tip.
She should have cut it out and done something. Yeah. My least favorite part about the presentation of this too is that we kind of got her, like, she was just holding the coat the whole time. And so I actually think the headpiece and the coat are really, really well done. The problem is we can see the pink thigh high and the bodysuit and the wig underneath the penis. Like, and that just didn't work for me. But I love
the head
coat.
is not standing upright. I'm sorry, I had to.
No. Oh, no.
The head is not.
Yeah, it's not. Well, not every head stands upright.
Not every tip is erect.
Not every tip is erect. And I am glad that she is representing for the people with irregular penises. I do really appreciate the representation here. Representation does matter, after all.
It does matter.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, unfortunately, the execution just didn't work. The garment itself is really fun, and it's very Lydia, and I appreciate this perspective. The execution just doesn't work for me.
Yeah. And also, aren't the balls a little bit too small proportionally? I don't know. I mean, it comes in all shapes and sizes. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't say proportionally.
Like, it's smaller than the
off.
tip. How is the ball smaller than the? Okay.
Sometimes that happens.
Sure.
Again, representation matters.
Exactly. I would have loved if she came out as a maybe like a mono ball, or like 3 balls, something different. That would be camp. Like 1 ball or 3.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
Sure. Representation matters.
Exactly. I'm excited for the representation.
Yes, God.
I think it is very fitting to give Miss Lydia a 69.
Nice. I actually really like the coat and the headpiece, all things considered. And I do like the bodysuit and the thigh high underneath. So I gave her a 77.
Okay. See, we disagreed in maybe like 2 or 3 looks. Okay.
So far, it's
that's
like
enough.
2 or 3, yeah.
That's enough, yeah.
Let's see if that continues with our last up, Acacia Forgot.
look, I like this, but I just gotta say, as a queen, first of all, as a drag queen that is a country queen and loves the 80s, why is the hair not bigger? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. You love the 80s, you love country, and you're a drag queen. Why is the hair, why is your shoulders almost as tall as your hair? Why?
Because the shoulders should match them hair, but they don't.
Right, like she imagine if she would have done like a mohawk mullet kind of thing with this. Like,
yeah,
I like the half pink, half blonde. That's great. I like the styling, like the ring that she chose. The earrings are perfect. The actual garment is really good. It's well made. The fabric is nice. The shape is correct. It is giving 80s. And like everything is really good in this outfit. It is a bit simple just in comparison to what we've had and maybe like for the Drag Race stage, but it's still really good. I just wanted her to elevate this. That's all, because it's good.
Yeah, overall, I really like the concept. Again, this country 80s kind of situation that Acacia has, I really, really love her point of view. I think it's so fun. I needed the hair to be bigger. I do love the two-tone split. I really like that with this look too, but I needed the hair to be so much. I needed this to be like a triple stack at least.
Especially
in this,
because she
like,
does hair. Like,
exactly. I like it still in this like split if we were going to do it that way. I really like that. The garment itself, I really like. The problem I have is actually with the skirt. It feels like the skirt is like scrunching up a little bit for her. And I just wish the skirt was a little bit longer. Or like
either like coochie level or longer.
Yeah. The entire like middle section to the skirt doesn't really work for me, but the shoulders and the sleeves really work for me. I really am responding very positively to this, and I really love her makeup. This was a little bit different for Acacia, and I appreciate it. There was a bit more. It was a lot more graphic. I really appreciated that. So I think overall, a solid look. Execution could have been a little bit stronger.
For sure.
Scores.
79.
Well, we finished off strong the way that we started. I gave her an 80.
There we go.
Period.
Our brains.
Our brains are massive.
Or might I say, our brain, singular.
Pretty much, yeah. We just share the brain cell. There's one.
And sharing is caring.
Correct. But that is that on that for this and that on this here occasion for Look Over Here. So thank you for joining us for this Look Over Here. Make sure to check out our episode recap as well, where we talked about RDR Live and everything in between. And oh God, that Untucked. Oh Lord, that Untucked. Let us know your favorite looks down in the comments below. Check out the description where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug. With all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers. And don't forget the Ella.